Hello folks, welcome back to Eerie Storytime. Today we are looking into the eerie shadows of Christmas folklore at another anti-Santa Claus, so to speak. Our journey will delve us into shadowy French Christmas legends. Hans Trapp is the terrifying Christmas legend you've never heard of. Once a wealthy, evil man, he's now a sinister figure who punishes naughty children in the most chilling ways. Are you ready to dive into the dark tale of Hans Trapp, the Christmas Scarecrow? Christmas is a time for joy, it's a time for family. But in the heart of Europe, there lies a dark legend that chills the festive spirit. This is the story of Hans Trapp, a name whispered with fear in Alsace and beyond. He is not a jolly figure like Father Christmas. Instead, Hans Trapp is a sinister figure, a stark reminder that darkness can lurk even in the brightest of seasons. Imagine a creature born from greed and malice. This is Hans Trapp. This Christmas we journey into his chilling tale. We will uncover the legend and its impact on generations. What transforms a man into a monster? For Hans Trapp, it was greed. He craved wealth and power above all else. He hoarded riches, caring nothing for those around him. Trapp's heart turned cold. He turned to dark magic, seeking to increase his fortune. His actions did not go unnoticed. The villagers, once his neighbors, began to fear him. They whispered of curses and strange occurrences around his home. Hans Trapp had become a danger to himself and everyone around him. The church learned of Hans Trapp's wicked deeds. His embrace of the occult, his disregard for his fellow man, and his insatiable greed were an affront to everything they held sacred. The punishment was swift and severe. Hans Trapp was excommunicated, cast out from the church and the community he had so disregarded. Banished to the wilds of the Vosges Mountains, he was left to confront the darkness he had invited into his soul. Alone and consumed by his bitterness, the true horror of Hans Trapp was about to be unleashed. The mountains did little to soften Hans Trapp's heart. His isolation only fueled his hatred and despair. A dreadful plan began to form in his mind, a plan aimed at the most vulnerable children. He fashioned a terrifying disguise, a hollow mockery of a man. He became a scarecrow, his heart filled not with straw, but with sinister intent. From the shadows, he watched the villages, waiting for the opportunity to enact his terrible plan. He would lure them in, these innocent children, with promises of treats and toys. But his true desire was far more horrifying. He craved their young flesh, believing it held a mystical power that could restore his lost fortune. As Christmas neared, Hans Trapp saw his chance. The festive season with its joy and merriment provided the perfect cover for his sinister plans. The village was bustling with preparations, unaware of the lurking danger. A group of children, their laughter echoing through the forest, became his targets. They were carefree, their minds filled with thoughts of holiday cheer and the promise of gifts. Little did they know, a dark shadow was watching them. He beckoned them closer, the scarecrow disguise masking his true nature. His eyes gleamed with malevolence as he watched the children approach, their innocence making them easy prey. The children, innocently drawn to the promise of sweets, edged closer to the lurking figure. They giggled and whispered among themselves, unaware of the danger that lay ahead. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. The sky began to darken, and a chill wind swept through the forest, rustling the leaves and sending shivers down the children's spines. A storm gathered, the sky above the Vosges Mountains turning a furious black. Thunder rumbled in the distance, a foreboding sign of the chaos to come. As Hans Trapp reached out to snatch a child, a blinding flash of lightning tore through the sky. The air crackled with electricity, and the ground seemed to tremble beneath their feet. The bolt struck the scarecrow with a deafening crack, engulfing Hans Trapp in flames. His screams echoed through the forest, mingling with the roar of the storm. The children watched in terror and amazement as the monstrous figure was consumed by fire, the smell of brimstone heavy in the air. They huddled together, their eyes wide with fear and disbelief. Hans Trapp's reign of terror was over, his evil extinguished by a power far greater than his own. The village would remember this day, not just for the storm, but for the miraculous intervention that saved their children from a terrible fate. The body of Hans Trapp may have been destroyed, but the legend lived on. His story became a chilling tale passed down through generations, a ghostly whisper in the wind that haunted the hearts of those who heard it. Some whispered that his soul was not at peace, forever trapped between the realms of the living and the dead. His restless spirit roamed the earth seeking redemption that would never come. Condemned to wander the earth, forever tied to the season of his wickedness, Hans Trapp's presence was felt most strongly during the cold, dark nights of winter. His ghostly figure would appear in the shadows, a silent observer of the living. It's said that he appears on Christmas Eve, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most joyous occasions. His spectral form would glide through the snow-covered streets, a harbinger of caution, but his purpose is no longer to harm. Instead, he serves as a grim warning, a spectral guardian against the perils of greed and disobedience. His remorseful expression tells a tale of regret and a desire to protect the innocent. He is a cautionary tale, a spirit bound to warn children of the dangers of greed and disobedience. His presence is a reminder that actions have consequences, and that the spirit of Christmas is not just about joy, but also about reflection and redemption. He is the dark side of the Christmas coin, forever paired with the benevolent spirit of Saint Nicholas. While Saint Nicholas brings gifts and joy, Hans Trapp serves as a reminder of the potential for evil that resides in us all. Where Saint Nicholas rewards the good, Hans Trapp is a reminder of the potential for evil that resides in us all. Together they embody the duality of the season, a balance of light and dark, joy and caution, reward and consequence. Centuries have passed since Hans Trapp terrorized the countryside, yet his legacy endures. The name Hans Trapp still sends shivers down the spines of those who hear it, a name that has been whispered through generations, carried on the winds of time. His story is not just a tale of terror, but a reflection of the human condition, a mirror to our own fears and moral struggles. The tale serves as a stark reminder that Christmas, for all its joy, is also a time for reflection. Amidst the laughter and the festive cheer there lies a deeper message, a call to look within ourselves and ponder our actions. The story of Hans Trapp is woven into the very fabric of the season, a dark thread that contrasts with the bright lights and merry songs. Parents use the story to instill good behavior in their children. It is a tool, a way to teach lessons that might otherwise be difficult to convey. The fear of Hans Trapp becomes a guiding force, a way to ensure that children understand the importance of kindness, generosity, and the consequences of straying from these virtues. Be good, they warn, or Hans Trapp might come for you. This warning, though chilling, serves a purpose. It is a reminder that our actions have consequences, that the choices we make can lead us down dark paths if we are not careful. The story of Hans Trapp is a way to keep the moral compass pointed in the right direction. It is a chilling reminder of the consequences of greed and cruelty. Hans Trapp's story is not just about fear, but about the dangers of letting our darker impulses take control. It is a lesson in the importance of empathy, of understanding the impact our actions have on others. And perhaps, just perhaps, it allows Hans Trapp a small measure of peace. The calm winter forest, the peaceful village, the serene countryside, these are symbols of the peace that can come from understanding and accepting our past. Hans Trapp's story, though chilling, is also a story of finding peace, of coming to terms with our actions and seeking a better way forward. The peace that comes from knowing his story, however chilling, serves as a warning to us all. Hans Trapp's story is a reminder that we must always be vigilant, always strive to be better, and always remember the lessons of the past. That was the legend of the Christmas Scarecrow Hans Trapp. What are your thoughts? Had you heard this tale before? I'd love to see your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you for joining me today, and we hope you are enjoying the holiday-themed content. If you have enjoyed the content or if you've learned something from it, please like and subscribe. Until next time.